Hi everyone. So I'm going to talk to you today about my 11-week update. So, starting with symptoms, I'm just going through the usual symptoms of morning sickness. That is hopefully gone soon, God willing. I am not sick every day. My morning sickness has been just so weird through this whole pregnancy. It really comes and goes every week. I mean, I have some bad days one week, and then I have some good days during the week. And yesterday was a bad day. I woke up and got sick. But I was fine after I got sick. I mean, I still went through waves of nausea, but it wasn't that bad. Today I did wake up nauseous, and Avery had been up since 5 in the morning, and I just could not deal with, am I going to throw up? Am I not? I can't eat anything because I don't feel good, but if I don't eat anything, then it makes me feel worse. And so I did take a Zofran, which I really didn't want to do because Zofran also can make you drowsy, and I deal with enough fatigue already. And I feel like Zofran gives me headaches because I think I felt fine this morning, but after taking that Zofran, I definitely have a headache, and I feel very, very tired, and it's just awful. You know, when you're trying to deal with 2 other kids, I keep telling my husband, I really wish we would have planned this out better to where I was going through the whole beginning stages while my kids were in school. But, you know, you tend to forget about some of the horrible parts of pregnancy. And I was not this sick with my other 2 kids. I worked in everything. Being in my whole first trimester, I worked, and I had active jobs. It wasn't like sitting around. I believe with James, I worked in the dining room at the retirement facility that I worked at. So that's a very active job. And then with Avery, I did housekeeping at that same facility. So yeah, and that's pretty active too. That's moving, and there's a lot of stuff that can make you really nauseous doing housekeeping. And I was able to get through it all. I may have had a day or 2 here and there that were harder to work with, but nothing like what I've been going through this time. Like, I just have a really hard time even taking care of my kids. So if there's other mamas out there watching this that are on their pregnancy number 2, 3, 4, let me know how you're dealing with taking care of your other children on top of dealing with your morning sickness and fatigue, because I'm going to look at all this. I can see it now. I'm going to look at all this by next year and be like, I don't know how I did that, because it was hard. It is. Good news is James should be starting school here really, really soon. Hopefully by next week or the week after. Avery, she's not going to be starting school for almost another month, or more towards the end of September. So that'll be nice when they're in school. That'll help out a lot. And this also goes along with my morning sickness. I cannot drink coffee every day. This is coffee. But I'm so tired, and since I'm feeling a little bit better and was able to eat something, I'm like, okay, maybe I can drink a little bit of coffee. And also we got pumpkin spice creamer, the Starbucks kind, and I really wanted to drink it. I really wanted to try it. I haven't hardly been able to drink it since we bought it. And I didn't really talk about it, but it is previewed in my last video, my shopping haul. So if you haven't seen that, go check out my shopping haul video. And yeah, you'll get to see it in there. So anyways, back to symptoms. It's just mostly the morning sickness. It's the fatigue, and headaches. I think that that's what I'm dealing with most right now. Oh, and weight gain. Like, I don't know exactly how much weight that I gained. So yeah, weight gain. I don't remember what my starting weight was. I want to say it was around like 112, maybe 110. I'm not exactly sure. And when I was weighed at the doctor, and I think the last time I weighed myself here, I was 118. So I would say anywhere from 6 to 8 pounds I've gained. I don't exactly know because before I was not really keeping track of my weight. So now I'm going to move on to cravings, and I don't think that I have any cravings right now. Still just like craving the salty stuff. Like I want like a meal. Like I don't want to snack on fruit. I don't want yogurt. I don't know. I'm not even that much into ice cream. I'm really not even wanting ice cream, which is unusual for me. But yeah, just mostly the salty stuff, the stuff that's not good for you. But I am also coming around. What I've noticed this week and a little bit last week is I'm coming back around to healthier stuff as far as like craving my vegetables and stuff. Last night I made a delicious chopped salad that was really good and it sounded really good. So I'm starting to want the healthier things again. Excuse me. Which is good because I need it, and I feel just really yucky and sluggish and fat eating the stuff that I have been. But it is what fills my tummy because when I try and eat healthy, man, a half hour later I'm hungry again, and it's just really tough. So yeah, that's it for cravings. Really, I might be craving candy a little bit more. That's like the one sweet thing I crave is candy. I want candy. And now I'm going to talk about my sleeping patterns. There's only like 1 or 2 days during the week that I actually get to sleep good. I apologize for that distraction. My son hurt his hand. You know how it goes if you've got kids. It's always something. But so I apologize for the interruption. But how I sleep, yeah, I would say just like 1 or 2 days out of the week I might sleep good, but I have a really hard time sleeping. I wake up at least twice in the middle of the night to go pee. My hips are hurting really bad. Like if I lay on one side too long, then that hip will start hurting really bad. So I'll flip to the other side, then that one will start hurting, and then the other one still hurts, and then I try and sleep on my back, but I know you're not really supposed to sleep on your back. Maybe that's more so towards the 3rd trimester. I don't know. But I just I don't feel comfortable sleeping on my back very long. So, yeah, I just have a really hard time getting comfortable. And then I just feel like my pillows are really uncomfortable, which they weren't before. But then I wake up the next morning and all right here hurts. And just sleep has been miserable for me. And my doctor, as I mentioned in a previous video, did recommend Unisom, but he did say take it 3 times a day, and with how tired I've been, I don't think I could take Unisom 3 times a day. I just don't think I could. And my 1st trimester is almost over, kind of, sort of, so I don't think I just need to get started on something else now. I'll manage, but I'm not really doing anything to try and improve my sleep, I guess. Just every night, just trying to get comfortable. Sometimes I will wedge I'll roll up a blanket really tight into like a ball, and then I'll wedge it between my knees when I'm sleeping, and sometimes that helps my hips, but not always. So sleep is not a friend of mine right now. And then clothing. Well, I mentioned to you guys a long time ago that I am already in maternity clothing. It's like insane. This pregnancy just escalated so quickly. My body knew it was pregnant, and man, my hips separated, my belly went out, my uterus started growing, and it just knew what to do. This is my fourth pregnancy, but my last one ended very early on, so I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how to count that in there because it did not like progress to the second trimester or anything like that. But I did have two births that went all the way, and my body just knew what to do, I guess. So yeah, I am in maternity pants. So a couple weeks ago, not even a couple weeks ago, I want to say it was last week, I was able to fit in one last pair of jeans. I could not button them. I had to do the whole little rubber band trick where you stick it through the hole and attach it to the button. But this last Sunday, I tried doing that with those same pants, and I could not do it. I could barely even zip them up. And so yeah, I think it's time to just face the facts that I am 100% in maternity clothes, other than like dresses and stuff. And shirts I still fit in. But pants, no. I would like to get some more dresses for like the rest of summer. I really liked, when I was pregnant with Avery, I had a longer maternity dress that like went down to my ankles, and it tied like right here, and it just like accentuated the belly really well, and it was super cute. And so I'm hoping I can find one of those. Just I know that there's not much left in summer, but it's getting really hard to even get dressed anymore. And it stresses me out, and it makes me sad because I'm like, I don't know what to wear. I don't have anything to wear. And it's just a constant struggle every day. And some of the dresses that I have, they're just a little bit shorter, and I'm not comfortable in them. I wear shorts under them, but I'm still just not too comfortable in them. And especially like when I'm going to church and stuff, getting ready for church is like the hardest thing for me because pants and stuff, they just don't fit me well. I am self-conscious about my legs, so I don't really like to wear my shorts. Plus my shorts like to ride up, and they just become shorts, which is very uncomfortable. And then my dresses, because of my weight gain, they feel like they're getting shorter somehow.
I have colored this all blue.
You can color it however you want. That picture.
No,
Sorry, he's asking me questions about his activity sheet.
A whale.
Okay, go in the other room, buddy.
These are whales.
Yeah. Hey, go in the other room, okay? Go watch your show.
Mom, look, this is the...
I see.
On the bottom
Hey,
of
bud, I'm filming right now.
This is the daddy whale, and this is the mama whale. This is the baby whale.
Yeah. This is what he's looking at right now. He's supposed to color this.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, we'll color that later.
Mom, look at the whole baby.
I know. I know. Okay, and so moving on to the size of the baby. This week, like last week, I was not prepared. So I don't have the actual fruit, but the baby is the size of a strawberry this week. I will be more prepared next week. Hey, put your tongue in your mouth. So yeah, baby is the size of a strawberry this week, and I don't have one to show you, but you know what a strawberry looks like, so you can visualize it.
It is a raspberry.
No, it was a raspberry a couple weeks ago. So yesterday I did have my anatomy scan, the usual routine one that they do at like 12 weeks usually. But yesterday I was 11 weeks and 5 days. So it's close enough, but that's where like they, the NT scan where they like test the thickness of the neck and check the size of the baby and just do some measurements. And I don't really remember a whole lot with my other kids. They did also take blood, but I don't know if a doctor is supposed to be getting a hold of me with like results of it or anything. They didn't say anything during the ultrasound or anything like that. They didn't even say if a doctor is going to be getting a hold of me. I do briefly remember one NT scan, I think when I was pregnant with him, or maybe it was Avery, I'm not too sure. No, you can grab a chair and sit next to me. And that was at the high risk appointment, and a doctor did come in and talk to me and just like kind of go over things with me and let me know everything looked good. So I'm assuming a doctor's going to be calling me. But what's funny is, so at the very beginning when I first got ultrasounds done, I told you guys I had a few of them done. And all 3 of them, I was measuring 3 days behind my date. But because it was just too close, they didn't change my due date. Please stop. And then yesterday, I was measuring 1 day ahead. So the baby just like really took off growing. It's kind of funny. James? No. But I will show you guys pictures of that ultrasound. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it this way. So I will give you a better image of them. Hey, please go put that back. You're being very distracting right now. So there's starting with that one. James, don't do that. Sorry, he's trying to color on the other side, and I really don't want him to do that. So there's pictures of the baby. It has grown a lot. And did you not learn anything about using a pen last night? Yes, this little man decided to color all over our walls with pen yesterday, or last night, right before we were going to bed. So we took out the magic eraser sponge and he had to clean it himself. But we did not get it all because it was not coming off very easily. And we were ready for bed. So we will be working on that today. No. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close this video, and I will send you guys a belly shot, or I will show you guys a belly shot. I'm sorry, I'm extremely distracted right now. But yes, I will put a belly shot on there and a better look at these ultrasound pictures. Stop. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video.